a beautiful night. Why don't we sit out here and just gaze at the stars? Starlight, star bright. First star... Do you know, there is no star quite as bright as our little star. And sometimes this little star is so bright that the only thing will work will put her in her car seat and drive her over to visit Aunt Dorian. Well, this time, look, it worked like a charm. Yes, let's hope so. Oh, it's okay. Look, when she's out, she's out. Hello?
It's Cord Roberts. I know it's late, but...
Yes, it is, Cord. Is this about business?
It's about your tenant, Cameron Wallace. She's playing hard to get when it comes to buying her out of her lease.
Cord, listen, I was very straightforward with you when we negotiated this deal. If you want to build on that property, hey, it's your problem. Goodbye.
Thank you so much, Dorian. Miss Wallace. Please, come in. Speak of the devil.
You've said any time, so... Wow. It's not too late, I hope.
No, not if you're here to talk about me buying you out of your lease. Are you?
Excuse me, but, I thought that we actually shared everything. So, tell me, what's going on with you and Cord? All I need to tell you is that my plan is going to benefit all of the Kramer women. Even the little star. Does that mean we're going to be richer? It means we're going to be lots more powerful, okay? You don't have anything against having it all, do you?
Thank you, Neil.
You're welcome. Will Mrs. Moody be joining you tonight?
No, she won't. She's working in the emergency room tonight, so it looks like I'll be flying solo.
Well, enjoy.
All right, I'll do.
Dylan, I was on my way to...
Yeah, I bet you're wondering where Marty is, aren't you?
Arlene, has Marty Saybrook checked in yet?
Not a word, Dr. Wallach. I just beat her again.
She is on duty tonight, isn't
I saw her about an hour ago.
Where the hell is she?
Larry, I'm sorry. I put my head down in the doctor's office for a minute and I fell asleep.
Happens to the best of us. Trang filled in for you, but he's running on empty.
Oh, gosh. Okay, tell Trang I owe him one. I just haven't been able to get caught up
All
on
right,
my sleep
okay,
lately.
stop apologizing. Come here, sit down.
No, let me just throw some water on my face and I'll be
Doctor's
set to
orders,
go.
Marty,
No,
sit.
please, really. I just give me some work. I'm fine.
Really?
Sorry to rush you through the Monets, but you've seen one lily pad. You've seen them all, right?
Well, not really, and there's still the post-impressionists.
They're on loan to the Musée d'Orsay. Next time, although hopefully it'll be a long, long time before I need another diagnosis.
No, stop!
Sister Maggie, isn't it?
That's right. And in the name of God, you can't go in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, sister, the church may be God's home, but this is mine, and I have a very important guest coming. And if you'll excuse me, please.
No, please, you can't. You can't. In the name of all that's holy, you cannot go in there.
Post-impressionists, I couldn't possibly let you leave without showing you my collection.
But you said hi to her.
You come all the way from the Mayo Clinic to give me a second opinion. The least I can do is show you my etchings.
I thought they were oils.
Whatever we didn't send to France.
I've heard of religious zealots, but never in the Landview Terrace. And now, if you'll excuse me, sister.
your little daughter, all right, and not worry so much. Yes.
Because my little daughter hasn't learned that her heart can be broken by the world.
Oh, your heart could be mended very quickly, my dear.
At the snap of your fingers, right?
No, with the power that's going to be at our fingertips if my plan falls into place. Haven't you heard? Power is the greatest aphrodisiac.
Right. Well, haven't you even noticed that we are rich? We are powerful. Mm-hmm. We ain't bad looking either. So why don't you just tell me why we don't have men knocking at our doors?
Hmm? Oh, excuse me. I have been much too busy to become, interested in the opposite sex. Stop it. And as for you, my dear, you could be fighting men off with a stick if you really were ready.
Who says that I'm not?
I know you, Blair, okay? It's very hard for you to let go of things that you love, but Todd is gone.
Thank you. Well, I have accepted that.
Oh, I don't think you have.
Well, then that goes to show you that you don't know me as well as you think that you do. Because I have moved on with my life, and I'm ready to start over with someone else. Not only for my sake, but for my little girl.
Oh, really?
Oh, really, really?
Honey, what accounts for this sudden change of attitude? Could it be Patrick?
Well, in spite of what you think, I'm not mooning over Margaret. There are other things in my life to worry about.
Mom, give it! Now, stop it. Either you learn to share or we're going home.
When I have kids, I'll be in bed by this time. Hi, good night. Sorry for disturbing.
So, Patrick, how's the play going? Listen, if you got time, you're not in a hurry to get anywhere. Why don't you sit down and tell me about it?
Hi. Well, we've just started rehearsal, and the kids are still a little afraid of Shakespeare's words, but I'm trying to teach them that there are real people behind the poetry.
I really didn't care for Shakespeare when I was in school.
Yeah. I've always felt that Shakespeare was meant to be performed and not read. But once you get a play on its feet, Here you go, kids.
No, Mr. Hesse, you can't do that.
Sister, I'm trying to be patient. Very patient. Give me the keys.
Next time, we'll spend more time.
Time? I hardly got to see your paintings at all.
Well, some people think that's the best way to see them. See, you see them quickly, maximizes the impression. I mean, they are called impressionists after all, aren't they?
Mr. Hesser, you don't need a medical doctor, but you might need a good therapist.
I'm not going to ask you again, sister. The keys.
Oh, sir. Sir, dear sir, look, I am very sorry. I couldn't let you go in there until I told you how much I appreciate your generous offer to the Landview School for Special Education.
I don't contribute to that charity.
You don't? Well, then would you like to? I have a great idea. Why don't we go down to the lobby and I'll explain to you all the wonderful things we're doing for our children.
Call my office in the morning and we'll set up a donation. The keys.
No, really, Mr. Hesser, I could not take your money without first talking to you about it. I promise you, it'll just take a moment. Please, sir. Thank you so much. It's so exciting, this program.
Mr. Hesser, I can take a flight in the morning. I really think I should give you a list of names.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. That's not necessary. I'm just feeling so excited since I don't have an incurable disease. Come on, Doc. Hey, let's go. Harry, what are you doing here?
You're off for a great deal of thought.
No, you could have fooled me for a minute there. I thought you forgot my name.
Would never work. I can't even make a telephone call in my own room without your grandfather coming in there and demanding that I pack up all my things and move out of my home. My home!
can you tell me why this quack is still pushing pills on this property?
You see, he thinks I'm still his doctor, and we are living on the Double R Ranch. Nigel!
Could you excuse me for just 1 second here? I gave Nigel the night off.
You what?
I thought he deserved a night off from playing Little Buckaroo, don't you?
No.
Hey, don't you trust her, boy? I mean, she's meaner than a water moccasin. You know how you handle a snake like her? Stomp on it.
He's threatening me. Did you hear that? He's threatening me.
Just chill out, Alex. Asa, I'll tell you what, why don't I take you up to your room? Come on, you don't have to worry about this quack. Not as long as I'm around.
You're a nice fella, whoever you are. Don't ever trust that one.
You got it. Come on. Excuse us. Why don't you offer our guest a drink?
Thank you. Our guest. So you're here to see Cord?
Yes, hi. I'm Cameron Wallace. I'm here on business with Cord. I hope you don't mind my asking, but was that Asa Buchanan?
Yes, what's left of him, I'm sad to say. He used to be such a giant. Well, I guess he still is. But now he only has a brain of a pea.
Oh, Cord handles him very well.
Don't get me started on Cord. Cord is the one who destroyed him in the first place. His own grandfather threw him out of his own business. Cord puts on this act, this Mr. Nice Guy stuff. Well, don't fall for it. Cord is ruthless and cruel. So, if you're planning on getting into business with him, I suggest you watch your back.
Marty, I'm not just your chief of staff. I'm also the guy who walked down the aisle, you remember? And you can tell me anything.
I'm doing everything wrong. I keep making one mistake after the other.
Well, you've been wonderful with Dylan. What happened to him is not your fault.
Not so sure. One thing I do know is that he's better off without me. And actually, so are you. I can't even get through a shift without falling asleep.
Listen to me. You and Dylan are going through an unbelievable tragedy right now. Now, you're also juggling your home, your work, your own battle with lupus.
Okay, yeah, I've got a whole list of excuses, but when it comes down to when Dylan needs me, I can't give him what he needs. I cannot help him after all he's done for me.
Marty, there are things that the most dedicated wife cannot do. There are conditions the most brilliant doctor cannot cure. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. I know you're doing everything you can.
If I'm doing so much, will you please tell me, why do I keep making things worse?
Sorry if I said something that made you feel uncomfortable. I certainly didn't mean it.
Hey, I know it wasn't intentional. It's all right.
What I meant to say was...
I know what you meant to say. But hey, it's hard to stay away from everyday words like stand, legs, walk.
I'm sorry, Dylan. Well, I best be going. I'm supposed to meet Blair and have a meeting with her about the project.
Yeah, well, like they say, the show must go on.
Good night.
Good night.
This is Hush Hush.
Hi, I'd like to meet Harry. Mr. Harry. He's in charge of acquisitions for my art collection. Aren't you, Mr. Harry?
Then you put together the loan to the Musée d'Orsay?
Mr. Harry never tells. You see, the art world is filled with cutthroats, isn't it, Mr. Harry? And I hope you understand, but we just can't talk out of family. Mr. Harry, sit down. You know, Doctor, we better hurry if we're going to catch that flight. I'm sure you have so many patients, so many time. So little time, actually. You know, my limo's waiting right outside for you. I'm sure it'll be a very comfortable ride. Elevator's right down that way. Listen, Doctor, thank you again. You've given me a new lease on life. Thanks.
Harry.
what the hell are you doing here?
You told me to come here and play doctor.
Yeah, but you're early. You're not supposed to be here before Carlo arrives.
Okay, well, now we're even. I mean, you were supposed to keep the real doctor as far away from here as possible. Why did I ever get into this?
For the money, same as I did. Doctor left his medical bag. Listen, you get the hell out of here and come back when you're supposed to. I'll get this to the doctor.
Sounds like a wonderful school. Just tell me where to send the check.
Well, it's more than just the money that...
50,000?
What, dollars?
A year. The Friendhill Landview Foundation will be honored, and it'll give me some peace of mind. Good night, sister.
Oh, thank you very much. All right, Max. You dodged that bullet. Now all you have to do is deal with me.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Oh, I'm not. It's very sad, but...
Yeah, he's my grandfather and everything. I realize that, but in some ways he's still the mighty Asa Buchanan to me. And to see him fall so far, so fast, it's tough.
It must be very painful for you.
Why? Because I'm responsible?
No, that's
please,
not what I meant.
I'm sure Alex filled your ear with how I was to blame for Asa's condition. And you know what? I don't think that I could contradict her because I blame myself. The board of directors of Buchanan Enterprises, they were going to oust Asa. And I thought the best way to keep hold of the company was for me to step in and...
Wow. It's a terrible dilemma. You had to sacrifice your grandfather for the good of the company.
Yeah, I'm not real proud of all that. I think till the day I die, I'm going to wonder if I made the right decision. Well, I'm sorry, you didn't come here to listen to the Buchanan family saga. Listen about that offer that I made.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think I can talk about this now.
What? Wait. No, wait. You can't leave yet. Not till you tell me what's wrong.
Isn't it obvious? Don't you see?
Isn't worth it.
I'm going to throw you in.
Oh, don't you dare.
I wasn't even thinking of Patrick. I was thinking about taking a swim, if it's all right with you.
Sure, be my guest, but first answer my question. Has something happened between you and Patrick that I should know about?
Dorian... No, we're just still friends.
Which means you're ready to move on with your life and see what might happen between you and Patrick, but he isn't?
I told you I was ready to move on with my life. I don't believe that I even mentioned Patrick.
I thought you were quite taken with the Irish poet.
Well, he's not taken with me, and he may not be taken with anybody after Marty Saybrook.
See, I knew it. I warned you. Right, despite all your protestations to the contrary, you have fallen into your own trap. You've fallen for a man without knowing whether he will catch you.
All right. Well, I should have listened to my wise Aunt Dorian, and I didn't.
Yes, you never do listen to me. And I am wise.
Okay, fine. If you've got all the answers, then tell me what I should do.
Ad nauseum, I tell you what to do. But you...
What?
I
can't concentrate with that door. Where is Carlotta?
You just answer the door. Just quit, Dorian. Just answer the door.
Oh, that's... What's the new one's name?
I don't know. You hired her. Just go
French.
answer. French writer.
Yes, Colette.
Simone! Simone! Ouvrez la porte, s'il vous plaît. Her mind.
Carlo Hesser, I presume?
Dr. Emmentaler.
Yes.
I thought you were going to call me from the airport. I would have sent a car.
No need for that. Time is not an issue.
It isn't.
May I come in?
Oh, please, yes.
Thank you.
Do you need a place to wash up?
No, thank you.
Doctor, you've had an opportunity to review my medical profile? Examine the latest blood tests?
Yes, I have.
And?
Mr. Hesser, I'm afraid the news is not good.
You look stressed out tonight, boss. I want some whiskey. Chase that seltzer away.
Oh, no thanks, Jimbo. I'm just a little anxious to get the results from a very important business meeting. Speaking of which...
Holden, I have something for you.
Good news, I am sure. What? Maggie, I can't thank you enough. I will never be able to thank you the way you stepped up to the plate tonight. You're a saint. What? Oh, I'm sorry. You said you wanted to give me something.
Yeah, this. Oh, what is wrong with me? If ever a man deserved to be hit, it's you.
Why?
Because I hate you with all my heart.
Hate is a sin, sister.
It was a murder, Max.
What are you talking about? I told you I never tried to kill Carlo.
Carlo, me. By getting me involved in this idiotic scheme, you almost got me killed.
You could have said no.
Oh, yeah, sure, let your children grow up orphans, sure.
Look, all I asked you to do was get a hold of Renee.
I tried, but she was nowhere to be found.
And that's my fault?
Everything is your fault. You get involved in these impossible situations and you just expect someone to show up and bail you out. If not Renee, then good old Maggie.
Look, if I didn't show you my gratitude,
I did.
believe me.
First you came to having Carlo walking on you and that Dr. Cameron Bear.
Emmentaler.
I don't care. I don't care what he calls himself. I'm the one who kept Carlo from walking in there so that you can escape. He was right outside the door, Max. What if I wasn't there, huh? What if I wasn't such a fast thinker?
But you are a fast thinker, and that's one of the things I love about you.
I don't want your gratitude, all right? I'll settle for something short and sweet, like tell me what you're trying to do to Carlo Hesser.
All right, look, if this thing works out for me, I will be set for life, and so will my kids.
Money? You're doing all this, you're risking your life, my life, and God knows who else's for money?
Well, money does make the world go round.
Not my world, Max. And you know something? If this is what drives you, then you're not the man that I thought you were. Stop staring at that poor man.
What's wrong with him?
Shh, he's handicapped, honey.
Our teacher says nobody's handicapped, just physically challenged.
Burns were just superficial. There it is. Burns were superficial. Now, next time you decide to have a cookout, do me a favor. Don't squirt the fire starter on the fire after it's already started, all right?
Don't worry, Doc. I learned my lesson. Oh, thanks for holding Jenny. Did she holler too much?
No, not until now.
Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Okay. Thanks so much.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bill used to talk about having a little boy, actually. We'd lay at night thinking of names.
Well, Marty, you can still have kids. I mean, Dylan's condition doesn't preclude that.
No, I know. I read the literature. I went to the workshops.
Well, there's one more thing they don't tell you in those workshops. You got Dr. Larry to talk to anytime you want.
You're gonna be sorry you said that.
I don't think so. Get out of here, you knucklehead, and get to bed, will you? Otherwise, I'll have security take you out.
Oh, yes, doctor. Patrick, what are you doing here?
Well, your Aunt Doreen said I'd find you out here, and so I did.
Yeah. And you should be very flattered, Blair. Patrick went through a lot of trouble to find you. Here you are.
Thank you.
I didn't know I was that, hard to find.
Only when you wanted. Cheers, ladies. Thank you.
Cheers.
So, what is it that you wanted of me at this hour?
Oh, well, I'm your director, and you're my producer. Need to talk to you about the budget for building the set.
Ah, theater talk. Well, I'll leave you two alone. So you can talk.
Oh, no, it's fine. You can stay. It'll only take a second.
Oh, no, I'm not doing this for you. It's so I can spend quality time with little Star. So, parting is such sweet sorrow, and, farewell until, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow. Have fun.
Oh, it is, tragic she's not available to do the play, huh?
Yeah.
Well, as, you can see, I don't have a calculator on me.
Right, yes, I can see that.
And we've already, approved the budget, right?
Yes, but, well, the building materials are a little more expensive than we thought.
How much?
Double.
Oh, no! That means we're just gonna have to take it out of your salary.
What salary?
Exactly, Patrick. Come on, we're not doing this play for profit. You know that. We're doing it for love, out of the joy of it.
Somebody's in a good mood.
Well, why don't you take a look, Professor Thornott? Look around you. Gorgeous moon, beautiful stars, wonderful, warm summer breeze. I mean, why do we waste it on budgets and counting beans? I feel like getting wet. How about you?
Wait, please, don't go. If I said something to upset you, I never meant to. I'm sorry.
You spent all that time and money looking into my background. Have you forgotten that report already?
Cameron, I'm sorry. My situation with Asa, it reminded you of... I'm sorry.
You know, there's one big difference between us. Your grandfather still has a chance of recovery. But the man whose company I stole in that hospital...
Oh, well, you didn't steal anything. That was business, Cameron.
Yeah, right. That's what I tried to keep telling myself when the news came out, that he'd blown his brains out.
Look, I'm sure you blame yourself the same way I blame myself about Asa. But your circumstances are different. You had no way of knowing.
I don't need any sympathy, okay? I just need some time to myself. That's why the cottage is so important to me right now.
And I can understand that. Look, on a personal note, my life experience has taught me that you can't hide from yourself. Listen, everything that I've learned about you, everything I've read, everything I've seen, shows me that you have a natural talent for finance.
Oh, yeah. With no conscience to get in the way.
I don't know, maybe that's how things used to be. But judging by the way you're acting right now, I don't know that that's the case any longer. Maybe all that time alone out in the woods helped you develop a conscience. I would hate to see the business world lose out on somebody who has such a strong sense of responsibility.
Oh, please. Wall Street has survived just fine without me. You know, the day that the word came out that I'd driven a man to suicide, the ticker tape didn't stop for a moment of silence. No. I was a hero. I was the winner. I was turning down offers from every house on the street. But when I decided to quit, to try and find myself. I was a loser. Nobody wanted me. Even if I wanted to go back now, nobody would hire me.
You know, I'm starting to get the impression deep down that maybe you'd like to get back into the saddle.
Oh.
Look, if that's the case, I think I could come up with a solution that might work for both of us.
Was that great or what?
Oh, God. America. That's where my countrymen have been coming over here for generations. Beautifully lit pool. Swimming in there with lovely, lovely ladies.
Oh, excuse me, but did I hear a compliment actually coming out of that mouth of yours?
Oh, yeah. Pool is lovely.
Oh!
Easy with the towel. I've got to give these shorts back before I leave, son.
I don't think Dorian will miss them. Well, she may miss what's in them.
What, no boyfriend, will he?
Well, it's not quite that old, kind of young, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
The famous Jamie that Dorian talks about in the novels. Wow, wow. So, this where it's all happened, huh?
Oh,
Sexual
right here.
Wow.
I thought you didn't read such trash, Patrick.
I didn't read it, I skimmed it.
Oh, you did?
So this is the chaise. I've seen a lot of action. Chapter 6, I think it was.
If patio furniture could talk, my.
Well, I better go.
Oh,
thanks.
No, we've still got some business to take care of.
I'm sorry, Blair, but as the producer, it's your job to find the money for the set.
Well, see, I'll just write another check. Anyway, this isn't actually about the play. This is about something a little more important.
What, real estate?
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at this. One-bedroom garden apartment with swimming pool. It's got possibilities.
I told you, I'm not ready to move from the stable yet.
Oh, I know, but I have to find some place that is, I think, worthy of an English professor, don't you think? Oh, wait, look. Studio loft with rib view, AC, WD, WB, FP.
What's that in English?
Loft apartment with view of the river, air conditioning, washer, dryer, wood-burning fireplace.
What, it says all that? Where? Well, must be the moonlight. I'm late. I best be going. Thanks.
Oh, I get it. Well, I've been stood up by a beautiful filly back at the barn. That's why I've got to get you out of the stables and into a decent apartment.
All in good time.
Patrick, I'm glad you tracked me down.
Same here. Had fun. Good night.
Good night. Well, Patrick, maybe I was wrong. I'm beginning to think that you like me a little bit more than you were willing to admit. Still some moonlight left.
Hey,
Thanks for saving it for me.
what are you doing here? I thought you were going to be working at the emergency room all night.
Yeah, well, the chief of staff had other ideas. Irie seems to think I'm a little burnt out and that I need a little R&R with my husband. I was actually a little worried when I went back to the room and you were gone.
Yeah, well, I can only watch so many infomercials. I can tell you about every abdominal machine and every psychic network.
This is definitely better than infomercials. Is that the Big Dipper?
Yeah, looks like it. So what did you and Larry talk about?
Well, we had a good talk.
We talked about some things that I want to share with you.
Oh, great. And I'd love to hear those things, but not right now. I'm a little bit burnt out, so...
That's all right. Tomorrow, then. Tonight we'll just be stargazers. Lose ourselves in the universe.
All right.
There's nothing we can say.
Oh, wait. Just wait a minute. Just hear me out on this. That's what I'm thinking. You let me buy you out of your lease. It's going to take me 6 months to get the ball rolling on that property before we can even break ground. You go ahead. You live there in that cottage, and you get all the seclusion you want.
And after 6 months?
After 6 months, I'm thinking maybe you're going to love your new job so much that you're not going to care whether you live in the woods or not.
What new job?
The one I'm offering you right now. On your terms. Full-time, part-time, whatever you want.
No, Cord, I don't want to go back.
Listen to me. When you get thrown from a horse, best thing to do is get right back up into the saddle. Otherwise, you can spend the rest of your life scared. You don't want that, do you?
No. You're not at all. You're not like...
Like what?
Like most businessmen. I mean, most businessmen I know are... They're barracudas. I can't imagine that they haven't gobbled you up by now.
Looks can be deceiving. I can swim with the best of them. So what about my offer? Promise me that you'll at least think about it?
Well, I suppose I could do that much.
Good.
Good night, Cord.
Good night, Cameron.
Everything all right, son?
Asa?
Well, I was thinking the Apaches on the walk there. Spending the night in the plains. A man's got to sleep with his eyes wide open.
No Apaches tonight. I was thinking of this business tycoon that I used to know. Not only do I miss his business sense, but I miss his common sense. His way with people.
Sounds like a real nice guy, whoever he was.
He's the best.
Oh, if you're looking for some advice, brand all your cattle come spring. Especially the females. Because sure as shooting, they're going to wander off.
I'll keep that in mind, Asa. Come on, let's see if I can't find you a nice, warm, dry place to put your bedroll for the night, huh?
Yep. Sure as shooting.
I just thought you'd like to know. I'm in. All I have to do is say yes.
A good night's work. Sleep tight.
You know, I thought there was some noble purpose in going after Carlo, that it might be worth risking my life and yours to bring him to justice, but all you really care about is the money.
It's not just the money. It's what it means to my kids. They'll have a future where they're beholden to no one.
What kind of future are they going to have without a father, Max?
They're not going to lose him. And don't try to tell me how life has been for them without Luna, okay? Because I know. Nobody, not even Carlo Hesser, is going to take their father away from them.
Now, why don't you stop this way? You still have the chance.
Because I can't.
Why?
Because I need the challenge. There's a time in my life where I just can't stand still. For a lot of reasons.
You know what? If your life is so shallow and so devoid of meaning, maybe you ought to do something about it, and soon.
I tried, didn't I?
Try harder.
Harry, come here. How'd it go? I'm still shaking. When Carlo, I told him he was to have 6 months to live, tops, I thought he was going to take me with him tonight.
You bought it?
Hook, line, and headstone.
I love you, man.
Listen, I'll settle for a double vodka. Whatever you want.
Phase 1 complete. Now it's time to put phase 2 into action.